Going into the Giants' 100th season, I was excited. New helmets, Malik Neighbors, rookie sensation receiver, drafted him in the first round. Daniel Jones finally getting the number one wide receiver he has been missing his whole career as a Giant. Put money, good money on the offensive line. Yeah, it sucked to see Saquon Barkley go to Philly, but I was optimistic. I trusted Joe Schoen. I knew Brian Daboll, former coach of the year, could turn this thing around. Boy, was I wrong. Now, I'm not going to put all the blame on the GM and the coaching staff. Injuries are some things that are out of control. Daniel Jones played piss poor. Going into this season was already a nightmare to begin with. Saquon Barkley, a Philadelphia Eagle. Losing Xavier McKinney to the Green Bay Packers, who is balling out right now. Saquon Barkley is in line not only to win possibly the most valuable player award, but to break Eric Dickerson's single season rushing record. And mind you, he can break that record against the Giants the last week of the year. Now, I know there might be a game or two added onto the season for Saquon to beat Dickerson's record. Dickerson did it in less games based on the season length back then when they played. But who cares? A record is a record, broken or not. This Giants season is the worst season of my entire life being a Giants fan. I will be 34 in February. I've probably been a Giants fan close to 30-something years. Maybe a little less, 28 or 29. But by far, you thought 2020 was bad with Joe Judge, quarterback sneaking it on our own 1 yard line. At least we knew we were going to be bad, and at least we knew the coaching staff was not going to return. We have no idea what John Mara is going to do when the last game this season is over. We have fans paying good hard-earned money to fly signs over our shit stadium, MetLife, to say, fire this dumpster fire of a front office. John Mara, you got a lot of work to do. You're going to answer a lot of tough questions if you decide to bring Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll back, mind you. If you decide to fire them, you're still going to have to answer some tough questions, but they will be a lot less. I don't know how you can bring this regime back. I really don't know. And I know it's not all their fault. Joe Schoen had a pretty decent draft this year, but the first two drafts sucked. Daniel Jones is no longer on this team. We released him a couple weeks ago, so you can't even put the excuses on him anymore. And just like Malik Neighbors said, it ain't the quarterback. New quarterback, same fucking problem. This team fucking sucks. It goes down from John Mara down to the water boy. Something is in the water in East Rutherford. The Jets have been drinking this fucking tap water up north for centuries. That's why they are an embarrassment. We're right next to them now. We are the New York Jets level of embarrassment in New York football. It is not what the Giants name is all about. The moniker, the NY logo is supposed to be respected. It's supposed to be class. Winning 4 Super Bowls, 8 total championships. The most Hall of Famers in the National Football League, I believe, next to the Bears and the Packers. What is wrong with this fucking team? All I know is this is the worst Giants season I have ever experienced. And what a waste of 100 years to remember this looking back. My son just turned 2 September. I hope when he is around 8 or 9, when I first became a Giants fan, he can see glory. That he will have a franchise quarterback like I did when I was 10 and Eli Manning, and he will see the Giants win Super Bowls after Super Bowls and be competitive consistently every single year. Right now, we are not. And at the look of things right now, it looks like it's going to be even more time before we are a contender again. And to see Saquon Barkley over there in Philadelphia across I-95, 90 miles away from you guys, probably 5 miles from me, flourish, likely break the record single season rushing record, possibly even win MVP, and maybe even get to the Super Bowl and win it. The Eagles look really good right now. I hate to say it, but this fucking sucks. It sucks to be a Giants fan. And this is the worst season of my fandom. Let me know your thoughts. How old are you? When did you first become a Giants fan? And out of all the seasons that you have been a Giants fan, which one is the worst to you? This one is mine. Someone, anyone, please save this team.